is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Happy Friday. Hopefully everybody had a great week. And to start off this Friday, we're going to go ahead and open up another cast for the Free It Friday. If you're new, go ahead and check out all my videos, all my playlists of my Free It Fridays as well as peg hunting videos. Hopefully you stick around long enough to smash the subscribe button. Today we're going to be opening up and looking at a 1966 Mustang Gasser. This one is pretty sweet. It's black with some blue and silver tampo work. So this is a limited production 6,880 piece worldwide, which doesn't make it rare, but it also makes it kind of cool at the same time. I definitely do like M2s. They have some really good quality detail work. So let's take this out of the box. It is screwed on in there, but let's just pop this off. Release it to the elements. Look at that. Let's bring this light in a little bit better. That way you can really capture the look of this. So it is black, but it does have a slight, you can't really see, but it does have a slight blue metallic flake into it to tie into the blue and silver tampo work. It says pony up, with, of course, with the horseshoes on there, the Ford tampo in the back. And if you look closely to the front, it's got the 427 single overhead cam motor, which was highly used back in the Gasser era. The single overhead cam 427 was the camera motor that they put into a lot of NASCARs back in that time. A lot of the Fords used the 427. This motor was designed to kind of answer Chrysler's 426 Hemi. It was a very strong and powerful motor, being all cast iron. You can see right here, it does have the front mounted fuel tank. The reason why they have that up front is because look at that extreme lift in the front. And the only reason why they had that lift was because back in the day they didn't have the compound tires that we do now, where they get soft and sticky. They were pretty hard, so you really wanted that weight transfer to sit on those back wheels. So to help with that, they jacked up the front, distributing all the weight onto the rear as much as they can. And of course, it's got the signature long tube headers that come out the fenders. But look at these wheels, how massive those are. Those look like at least 335s. If it was on a real car, 335 or higher. They definitely had to be tubbed and definitely had to have a short axle on that. Back in the day, they didn't have the means of fabricating such rear end, so that's why they had to jack it up, lift it up, and do all that stuff, because they had to work with the rear ends that they had at the time. This 66 is really nice. As you can see, it does have some blue tinted glass. That was actually very common on the Gassers. They had some type of either a yellow tinted glass or various colors. So this one's blue to kind of tie it in. Then your most traditional Gassers, they actually gutted out, stripped out everything to make it as light as possible, and of course have that weight transfer. But it does have some really nice chrome trim that's accurate to how the Mustangs are. And if you look very close, it actually does have the red tail lights underneath the chrome trim, and it does have the GT fuel cap on the back right there. It's got the actual headlights, the fog lights, the running pony, and the grille, and of course the turn indicators. I really wanted to showcase that motor because you can see it is actually an orange cast iron block, and it does have the detailed valve covers in silver, and of course the root style blower, nicely detailed. I do like that satin finish instead of a chrome finish. And like I had mentioned before, it does have that front mounted fuel tank, and with this rake, they were concerned about fuel being robbed to the motor, so they had it up at its highest point. That way when this car squatted and took off, instead of it having to pump all the way up into here from the gas tank, they mounted it here. And the reason why they're called Gassers is because these were full gassed motors. They didn't run on meth, they didn't run on alcohol, it was just pure gasoline. So it's just a really cool piece to look at on how racing has evolved back in the 40s to 60s. With the Gasser era, and then how NASCAR went and just grew from there. Being a Mustang collector, I gotta have it in my arsenal of collection, so I'm gonna put it back in its case, back in the box, and put it with all my other Mustangs that I have. Let me know what you think of it down below. Let me know if you have another variation of it and which gassers you collect. This is the only gasser that I have as far as Mustangs go. So hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you think about M2 versus any other cast and which other brands you like best. And of course, until next time, this is the Mustang Hunter. Peace.